The views expressed by guests are their own, and their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. Views and opinions expressed by Hotep Jesus are those of Hotep Jesuses and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Hotep Nation or any of its officials. If you have any questions about this disclaimer, please contact our Office of General Counsel via the sheet of the pound. And Hotep and them.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of Hotep Nation. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of the happenings on the streets, be they the Twitter streets, the YouTube streets, or the streets of Exton, Pennsylvania, may not be disseminated without express written consent from Hotep Nation. If you can't come up with your own award shows, show segments, merch, or other product ideas, just give us a call. Hotep Nation is more than happy to help you grow your brand if the price is right. But stop stealing our shit. Come up with some original ideas or cut the check. Or at least drop a super chat. Damn. You really think we don't know you're watching?
Welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards! And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus!
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right?
We've got some great categories tonight, including athlete.
We'll say what's up to your dad.
Season's COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper. Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit. And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year award.
From podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyways.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time.
All coons look alike to me. And some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through, no one's been shot yet.
But I'm going to say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year!
Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep.
Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that.
Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.
The grifters it's just too much grift going around. That being said, the Grift Report starts right now.
2, 1, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to the Grift Report, live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm your host, the Griff God.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Oh, this is a real Hotep brother.
Hotep to the chat, Hotep to the Hotepistanis.
Hotep.
What's up, people? Shout out to all my bosses in the house. I'm here putting in work for y'all. Oh man, I put together a hell of a show today for y'all. As you can see, I'm earlier than usual. I'm like a minute early, just because I'm so excited about today's show. There's so much to cover. I might piss some people off today, but that's pretty much the usual. I might offend some people today, but also that's the usual. So yeah, I don't know if it'll be spicy or not. What I can say is that it's Goldstein July, and we have some submissions from Strong Dad and Goldstein to kick off week 1 of Goldstein July. And this is when the Hoteps choose violence. What up, nerd? Roll call, Angelia in the chat, Dre Brown in the chat, Rudy, Daisy, what up, Jay? Jay's World, Haram Life Podcast is here. Goldstein, Giorgio, Say, Mr. Seven Crown, DJ Protocol, Kelson, Oz, Jalen, what's happening, Familam? Everybody get comfortable. Wouldn't expect Goldstein July to be any different. Ain't that the truth? Rue, what up, Rue? Tell Grandma I said, what's up? What's up, HJ? Go straight to the big brain. I'm on lunch break. Yeah, the big brain, I don't know if you guys are going to like the big brain today. The big brain is going to, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. What up, Spotless Don Day? Heather, what's up, Heather? I don't know where we're going. We're going to have to see. It's going to be a surprise. Anyway, Goldstein July. Here's Strong Dad.
Whatever happened to no tangibles, no vote? Because ever since I heard...
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Heard that was the type time I was on. And the craziest part is that while I and many black people stayed on that type time, right? The rest of y'all gave that up. Y'all gave up no tangibles, no vote, and traded it in for, please, white man, save me from the other white man? How the fuck we supposed to be kings and queens and we was this and we was that, but y'all bitch ass niggas is afraid of the white man. Y'all afraid of what the white man gonna do to you. Y'all niggas ain't got no motherfucking power. You gave it up. You know what you traded your motherfucking power for? You traded your power for the motherfucking rainbow, for fucking running cover for the immigrants, for running cover for the Democrats. What the fuck kind of shit is that? What kind of, and in the relationships, y'all bitch ass niggas care more about pop the balloon than you do about getting this money. The pro-black to niggas ain't shit timeline, right? That pro-black to niggas ain't shit pipeline, that shit is unfucking defeated. Because niggas like me, we start off, we like, oh my people, we gonna get it together. Oh my people, we gonna find a way. We no tangibles, no vote. We gonna do this. And then y'all niggas give it up and follow the first shuffling Sambo motherfucking coon ass celebrity straight to the motherfucking grave. Y'all niggas is bitches. And as far as I'm concerned, fuck your motherfucking vote.
My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but cannot be.
That's the Strong Dad I know. Oh my God. Oh my God. What was the pipeline? The from what to what? What was the pipeline, Strong Dad? From real niggas to bitch niggas? What was it? Oh my God. Goldstein July is off to a hell of a fucking start. And I think I like it. Let me go ahead and retweet this.
Whatever happened to no tangibles, no.
This just landed in my DM. Yeah.
Oh, this a real Hotep.
Hashtag Goldstein July. Now we got to bring Goldstein up here. That's the first time I watched this. This is why you got to take your Apex, y'all. This is why you got to take your Apex, y'all. This is the first time I watched it. Pro-black niggas. Pro-black to niggas ain't shit pipeline.
July.
Pro-black to niggas ain't shit pipeline. Run it back. Run it back. All right, fuck it. It was that good. We got to run that back. Let's run that back one more time for the people who just got here, for the people that's late. Hashtag Goldstein July. We running it back. I don't think this is the first time we've ever run it back. Only because Memphis says so.
Whatever happened to no tangibles, no vote? Because
as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh no. Oh no, he about to go Super Saiyan nigga on us. Super Saiyan Hotep. Here we go.
Since I heard that was the type time I was on. And the craziest part is that while I and many black people stayed on that type time, right? The rest of y'all gave that up. Y'all gave up no tangibles, no vote, and traded it in for, please, white man, save me from the other white man? How the fuck we supposed to be kings and queens and we was this and we was that, but y'all bitch ass niggas is afraid of the white man. Y'all afraid of what the white man gonna do to you. Y'all niggas ain't got no motherfucking power. You gave it up. You know what you traded your motherfucking power for? You traded your power for the motherfucking rainbow, for fucking running cover for the immigrants, for running cover for the Democrats. What the fuck kind of shit is that? What kind of, and in the relationships, y'all bitch ass niggas care more about pop the balloon than you do about getting this money. The pro-black to niggas ain't shit timeline, right? That pro-black to niggas ain't shit pipeline, that shit is unfucking defeated. Because niggas like me, we start off, we like, oh my people, we gonna get it together. Oh my people, we gonna find a way. We no tangibles, no vote. We gonna do this. And then y'all niggas give it up and follow the first shuffling Sambo motherfucking coon ass celebrity straight to the motherfucking grave. Y'all niggas is bitches. And as far as I'm concerned, fuck your motherfucking vote.
My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but they not be.
Oh no. Oh no. Hey, yo, show over. Yo, I'm not following that up. Yo, show over. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all at the Twitter Spaces 4:15 with Goldstein. There's nothing else left to say. Oh my God. The pro-black to niggas ain't shit pipeline? Wow. I need that whole audio. Somebody send me that audio to my email address. That's going in the in my machine. I just want to hit a button. Yo. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh Lord. What a lead into the show. Oh my God. Fuck your motherfucking vote. Shit. Damn, Strong Dad. Oh. Nah, he wasn't playing, yo. This nigga is upset. I like Goldstein. I think I might like Goldstein July more than Strong Dad June. Oh, man. All right, let's go to Goldstein next. This is insane. Oh, I got to calm down first. Oh, shit. That was good. God damn, Strong Dad. It's only July and we got 29 more days. We got 29 more days of Goldstein July, yo. Oh my God. This shit gonna set off a civil war. Whew. All right. Let's go.
First Tuesday of Goldstein July.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel it in the air. Motherfuckers are getting mad because it's getting hot. It's July, right? Motherfuckers are getting mad at every goddamn thing, and every goddamn one. And we've been mad for some time now on Twitter and in other political spheres.
Mm-hmm.
We've been mad at some goddamn body for something, right? But Goldstein July is the month that you let that shit out. All right? That's the month that you choose violence at least one time, figuratively. And I got to put that caveat on there because violence is a very special thing to me. The reason I don't advocate for actual violence is because not everybody can pull that shit off the right way. It's to be respected, right? If you can't do it, or if you're not built for it, you need to stay the fuck out of the way for the people that can, right? So that's why I don't advocate for violence, because most of the time you're just going to get a bunch of idiot motherfuckers.
Yeah, I've been working on the Hotep gang sign for at least 30 years. Somebody come up with some shit, I'm ready to learn it.
Milling about the cabin, burning down the stores that they got to fucking shop at the next week, and then looking around like, ain't no fucking stores. This is a food desert. That's them. All right? Don't be one of them niggas. Don't be one of these niggas running around here talking about, I'm finna vote for Biden. Orange man bad. Remember that crying ass bitch? We gonna do this together, Joe. Remember that bitch? Where is that bitch now? I would love to find her at. See how she's doing. See how the economy has kicked her motherfucking ass in. Like everybody else around this motherfucker. Where that bitch at? Where them dancing motherfuckers at when Biden got elected that I see in that video? Down there doing an electric slide. Atrocious you niggas are. Atrocious. I hate to claim you motherfuckers. That's why I don't.
Oh shit. I hate to claim you motherfuckers. That's why I don't. Oh my God.
I hate to claim you motherfuckers. That's why I don't. Y'all ain't black.
You see the way he looked at the camera when he said that? He ain't looked at the camera all video. As soon as he came down to claiming these niggas, he looked right at the camera. That's how he knew he was serious.
I hate to claim you motherfuckers. That's why I don't. Y'all ain't black people to me.
Niggas is taking niggas black cards? Oh my God.
Y'all some other shit. I can't even quantify what the fuck you actually are. But you damn sure ain't black. We'll just leave it at that. However, Goldstein July is the month where you can get all this shit off your chest. So what I would like from people, occasionally, if you choose to do so, tweet out or make a video about what Goldstein July means to you and how you plan on practicing the principles of banging motherfuckers' heads in. Figuratively, of course. Have a nice day.
Before I forget, make sure you use the hashtag Goldstein July in all of your submissions.
Oh my God. I got to be honest with y'all. I'm feeling very motivated to resurrect Ali Shakur and go off on all these niggas online. I'm feeling very motivated to join in this Goldstein July and just black out. After these last two videos, oh my God. Oh, Goldstein July it's winding up to be very epic. Very epic. The Hotep rage coming out all of July. Yes, the Hotep rage is what I'm talking about. I can feel it bubbling up and boiling. Pause. Oh, man. Men of Water moment of the day, sponsored by menofwater.com. Make sure you get your Apex, testosterone support, muscle growth support. This is the elite supplement for men. You want to get jacked. You want the ladies to love you. Side effect is you're going to be a little bit, you know what I mean, in the bedroom. You feel me? So get your Apex, get your Flow. Coupon code right there on the screen, 30% off. Coupon code is Grift Report. Link is also in the description box below. Now, normally during this segment, we go to the balloon popping. Strong Dad told us we got to stop with the balloon popping. So we have an update from one of the balloon poppers. Remember the dude they called a Ninja Turtle, and he was a plumber, and he said he could draw $100,000 out the bank account? Well, the saga continues.
But he actually does have a kid. He just
okay. You got a child now?
Okay, now I'm gonna say this. For me to
you know that nigga guilty right when he said that shit. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Guilty. That nigga sound guilty.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this. For me to answer that question without destroying lives, I'm going to say this. If I have a child out there, summon him.
But he actually does have.
So apparently he got a kid out there somewhere. The internet's is saying this is his kid. Y'all think this his kid? Or you think that's somebody trying to get him for child support? Told him, hey, smile like this nigga. This nigga got $100K in the bank. Smile real fast. You ain't got a lot of cricket, Craig. You ain't got a lot of Craig. Go hop on that Stairmaster, motherfuckers. $5 super from Cash's Cam.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Darion Gario, $5 super. He said the pro-black too, there's no hope for these niggas. Pipeline is undefeated. Is the line glad I helped spark that fire rant? Happy Goldstein July. That's insane. That is insane. Said I heard his name was Donatello. This looked like some, damn, they put his whole business out there? Oh my God. Said he in arrears? He owed child support? That's Photoshop. That's cap. That ain't his baby. I got your back, bro. That ain't your baby. We need to see a DNA test, woman. I know how y'all be in these streets trying to make niggas take care of somebody else's baby. We want to see a DNA test. Yeah, send their asses to Maury. Somebody said, Maury. Oh, my God. All right, let's get to everybody's favorite segment, Grifter of the Day. Just ratchet. We're going to start off slow with the grifter. We got the first grifter. This is a white woman. She looks like a Biden voter. I'm pretty sure this is a Biden voter. And we're going to have to dissect this. This is a 19-second clip, but there's a lot to dissect in 19 seconds. Let's go to the clip. We got Sexy Green on the screen here. Let's see what's going on.
Do me a favor. Name 3 of your favorite black people. Point taken. I have autism, and so whenever you ask me a question like that, I immediately forget everything. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, so
do me a favor.
Let's break this down. The question is, you're looking at this white lady right here. She probably listens to heavy metal, rock, or some shit like that. He said, bring out zombie Ali Shakur. I chuck that nigga away, man. Every once in a while, he squeak his way out. And I just be trying to let him, stay dormant. But every once in a while, he rears his ugly head. So it's a couple of things we got to dissect really fast. All right. So she's obviously a Biden supporter. She's obviously a Biden voter, right? But listen to what she says. This is like a couple of segments here.
Name 3 of your favorite black people.
So the first response is, whew, right? So now she's thinking, she's like, damn, do I even know any black people, right? Tough question. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like she's racist or anything because she can't name 3, of her favorite black people. It's just, she's white. Next response.
Point taken.
Point taken. So she took it as some sort of you're proving to people that white people don't know black people. So now she's defensive. Okay. So we're seeing the progressions of reaction in her mind, right? Initial reaction is take a deep breath. Whew. Second one is like, damn, I'm on the ropes. Now, what do you do when you're on the ropes? Well, it's quite simple.
I have autism. And
claim autism. This is where we are now. Ain't nothing wrong with that woman. It's just that everybody's allowed to just claim they're neurodivergent. So she defaulted to her default defensive response. If I get into a sticky situation with somebody, oh yeah, that's right. I identify as neurodivergent. I identify as autistic. This is the new thing that people are claiming. They're claiming that they're autistic. Not a shred of evidence. You could look at her and tell she's not autistic. Autistic people don't even look like that. That sounds ignorant, but I don't even know how to explain that. But some of you get it, okay? Autistic people have talents. That woman is talentless. Autistic people are very great and special people. They're very talented people. She has no talents. What she is, she's a mediocre person. She's an average, mediocre person. That's what she is. And it's sad that you grifting off of somebody else's so-called disability, which probably was a reaction to the yummy, the yibby jabby. You know what I'm saying? But this is what these leftists are doing. They're now claiming that they're autistic. They identify as autistic. I intend to learn this skill. Autism is the new ADHD. Yeah. Yeah. I got a little bit of the tism. So I can't answer. What kind of shit is that? She couldn't say Kamala, Obama, and Drake? Yeah, Jabari. What the hell is going on? She understood the question, then she deflected. Exactly, Jay. Exactly. So that's our first grifter. Now, who's everybody's favorite grifter? Can anybody answer in the chat? Who is everybody's favorite grifter? Huh? Anybody know? Answers in the chat. Who is our favorite grifter? There we go. There we go. Somebody said it. Somebody in the chat said it. Candy girl, you are my world. Here we go. Candace Owens is back. She got a new conspiracy grift.
Can you guys imagine being married to me? My poor husband, he rolls over. He's like, what are you reading? And I feel like a regular wife says something, I don't know, maybe a love series, Nora Roberts, sweeping her away. Me, on the other hand, he rolled over, he asked me, and I said, oh, I'm reading a flat earth theory. And it dawned into an entire conversation.
People read about flat earth theory? There's books on this stuff? Okay, let's go back.
He's like, why are you reading a flat earth theory? And I'm like, because somebody messaged me on Manect about it and they included some links and I'm just reading them. I don't know. I'm just an interested person. No matter what, if there's a bunch of people that believe something, I now want to know what it is that they believe. And of course, he pushed me on this and he was talking about the earth curvature and science. And I said to him, listen, I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a round earther. Actually, what I am is I am somebody who has left the cult of science. I have left.
When was she in the cult of science? When was she in the science grift? When did this happen? What is she talking about? I'm so lost.
The mega church of science. Because what I have now realized is that science, what it is actually, if you think about it, is a pagan faith. Live the other day, and again, I
She just said it was a mega church and then called it a pagan faith. Aren't those two things diametrically opposed? I'm looking way too into this. I'm sorry. Let's go back. I'm sorry.
I'm not subscribing to the flat earth theory at all. I just decided to read an article on it because why not? This person writes, hey, Candace, I heard you mention flat earth on your live today and I had to reach out. Please, I'm imploring you to continue down the flat earth rabbit hole because it's true. NASA has lied to us about the shape of our world, plain and simple. I believe the main reason being to separate us from God because nobody would be able to deny him if people knew that we actually live in a place that necessitates the existence of a creator. Once you look, you will see that all of the evidence points to the earth being flat. The biggest indicators, in my mind, being the fact that we can see objects at a distance that should be hidden behind hundreds of feet by the curve of the earth. The fact that all modern technology assumes the earth is a flat topographical plane to function, airplanes, GPS, and the truly hilarious footage and abject lack of proof that we actually went to the moon. Reach out to YouTubers that have done the research for more information. And he offers some YouTubers. Thanks. Here's what I will say to you. I definitely believe the moon landing was faked. I had no coming back for me after reading Chaos and reading something else called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. It just, I don't know, it's always seemed cartoonish to me. But then when you realize the government was up to in the 60s and how they were focused on creating a mass psychosis.
So now my theory is, I'm modifying my theory on what's going on with the Candace show. She's trying to cover all the conspiracy theories, right? But I think that she's running out of material. That's my guess. I think she's just running out of material. She's trying to cover all the, she's trying to come into that lane, the conspiracy theory. And I don't think she knows how to navigate that lane. And I think she's run out of material. So now she's just, oh, what's the new hot thing? Oh, flat earth theory. I didn't talk about that yet. Let's talk about flat earth theory. So what's there left to talk about? Okay, so she's talked about dancing Israelis. She's talked about flat earth theory. She talked about the moon landing. That's the new one. You know, I didn't believe the moon landing. She's talked about the vaccines. What conspiracy theory could she go to next? I want to help her out here because I know she's watching the show. Chat, what else does she have to cover? Aliens? What do they call them? Anunnaki? Is she gonna cover the Anunnaki yet? Aliens built the pyramids next week. MK Ultra, she covered that. JFK she might do. Oh, weather control. Chemtrails. Yeah, she's got to do weather control. She's got to do chemtrails. Lizard people and shapeshifters. But her audience is like Hollow Earth. She could do Hollow Earth. Because you got to remember, her audience is like normies. So like, what can they really handle? Black cube of Saturn? I feel like that might be too out there for her audience. These are normies. I think that might be too out there. What would be perfect to like introduce normies to? Harp? Yeah, I think Yakub. Let's see. We'll have to wait and see. Antarctica is a good one. I looked into the Antarctica thing. I tried to book a trip to Antarctica, and it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. And you can only go at certain times of the year. And I'm like, it's already very fishy. Because I was like, you know, instead of researching Antarctica, why don't I just go there, right? So I tried to book a trip, and it's not as easy as you would think. You got to like fly down to South America, then take a boat, and then a helicopter. It's a lot. It's pretty involved. Jabbar, you got it wrong, HJ. She's the anti-Hotep psyop. They picked her to make us look foolish. I see right through her marching orders from the checkerboard people.
Oh, this a real Hotep.
Is that what it is? She's in position to make us look bad? Damn. All right. Who's everybody's second favorite grifter on the planet? I don't think you guys will be able to guess this one. Somebody over on Rumble said Hotep Jesus was their favorite grifter. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm trying my best. Vote for me, Grifter of the Year on grifties.com. ASAP. Troublemaker Jonah said, get her to cover Building 7. I think Building 7's a little out of the reach of her. She's got a normie fan base. You know, it's a little out of reach. You know? I don't think they're going to be able to manage that. Strong Dad, $5 super. Candace Owens is 5 conspiracy theories away from Hotep.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
If she keep going, she's going to land at Hotep. If she keeps going, it's going to land at Hotep. Melissa Reed said, Hotep Jesus is my favorite black person. Those are comments I love. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, not Whitlock. Guess again, I'm about to put it on the screen. Get ready. Get ready. Charleston White? Nope. Here he is. Your boy, Andrew Tate. I saw this video and I thought it was it's interesting. Let's play this clip.
People, but I'm absolutely and utterly an atheist, and the reason I'm an atheist is because I believe that there is no grand plan. There's no God in the sky looking out for me.
I have some praying to do because I've converted to Muslim now, converted to Islam. When I'm in Dubai, I'm happy to be Muslim, and when I'm in Romania, I'm happy to be Christian.
I've always been very respectful of Islam, and
People who are atheistic can go, God's stupid, you don't need God. They're not even smart enough to look at the big picture and realize without God, there's nothing.
I've decided I no longer want to be an atheist. I'm going to start believing in God. If God keeps society together, even if God's not real, if enough people believe in a thing which makes society better, then God in some form exists, doesn't he?
And I'm not a Muslim, right? If I had to choose a religion, I would, because I live in an Orthodox Christian country, I go to the Orthodox Christian church. I donate $20,000 a month to the church in the country I live in. The church in Romania is very powerful, and I like having church friends. So I give them a lot of money, right? So I would guess I'm an Orthodox Christian. But if I had to bet on one religion as if I were betting on the stock market for the future, you have to bet on Islam.
Islam very closely reflects my personal beliefs.
When I'm in Dubai, I'm happy to be Muslim, and when I'm in Romania, I'm happy to be Christian.
I've always been very respectful of Islam, and
Alhamdulillah. Now, I like to give people room to grow, but it's smelling like grift to me. It's smelling like grift to me. I mean, he even admits it, right? He even admits it. And in a way, it's kind of admirable. He's like, hey, you know, when I feel like being Christian, I'm Christian. When I feel like being Muslim, I'm Muslim. And it's just like, I guess that works in some way, fashion. But but now can we really take him serious as a Muslim? Or is it just a grift? We got to nominate Andrew Tate for Grifter of the Year.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
It's imperative. Remember earlier when we were watching Strong Dad cuss these new blacks out? No, there's a very good reason why we need to cuss these new blacks out. Look at this shit.
Migrants are not taking black jobs, babes.
She just said migrants are not taking black jobs in her Democrat accent.
And every time y'all parrot the line, the billionaire that's exploiting you laughs, goes on vacation with your surplus labor, okay, with 400% profit, and laughs.
All right. Surplus labor? All right, let's just listen.
What they try to do is they try to pit two exploited groups against each other so we don't pay attention to what they're actually doing. And what they're actually doing is taking the money that y'all make them and spending it on bullshit while y'all can't even afford to put food on your table. But they're trying to convince you that a migrant is the problem, not them that's actually exploiting you. And I see this far too often, this breed of narrow nationalism where we focus all of our...
All right, so when they say narrow nationalism, that comes out of the Black Lives Matter Marxist playbook. narrow nationalism. They put those two words together. That's how you know this is a BLM operative. She's an agent of BLM. Whenever you hear that term, narrow nationalism, the first time I saw that term was on the BLM website.
Our problems on migrants or all of our problems on another group of oppressed people because we don't want to focus on the problem at hand. The problem at hand is the person that is doing the exploiting, okay? That is lazy thinking. To have somebody that's exploiting you tell you what to think. How are you going to let them tell you what to think when it comes?
This is ironic because she's literally parroting what the billionaires want you to say.
Comes to black jobs and these jobs being taken. Come on now. I mean, we got to do better at knowing who our enemy is. Migrants are not our enemy. The exploiters are our enemy.
All right. You know, I got to call it straight down the middle. Are the exploiters the enemy? I don't like using that term, enemy. I don't have enemies, you know. In order to have an enemy, you'd have to be on my level.
I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
Thank you, Alex. In order to be my enemy, you got to be on my level. And the only people on my level are the Hotepistanis.
Alhamdulillah. Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Hotep.
That's the only people on my level. Everybody else does not exist. You don't exist to me. You're not my enemy. These exploiters, these billionaires, they're not my enemy. They're not my enemy. It's like playing Monopoly and claiming that the person on the other side is your enemy. They're not your enemy. It's just another player in the game. And I'm a player, not a player hater. And these broke hoes, broke bitches, they hating. They hating because somebody else's great-great-great-grandfather laid the foundation and set their family up for generations to come. And now here you are bitching and complaining about the shit. It's corny. Now, are the migrants our enemies? No, the migrants aren't our enemies. Again, you'd have to be on our level. But what we're talking about here is not a war. It's not some sort of campaign. What we're talking about here is just basic economics. Do we got to pull out Thomas Sowell here? Do we got to dive through Thomas Sowell's Baker's economics books and talk about how immigration affects us? I'm not going to do it now, but I could. Immigration. You know what's funny about this is when the immigrants come here, they don't dump them in rich neighborhoods.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
They don't dump them in the Hamptons. They try to. Where's the place that all the politicians? It was New Hampshire or something like that, where they got all the nice big houses. What's the place where all the politicians got nice big houses up north? Not the Hamptons, the other place. Texas dropped the migrants off there. The rich Democrats packed the migrants up and shipped them out. Martha's Vineyard, thank you. Martha's Vineyard. They dropped the migrants off in Martha's Vineyard. The rich folks in Martha's Vineyard deported the migrants and sent them to poor neighborhoods. Where do black people live? But this little girl that we just saw on the screen wouldn't know nothing about that. Because she don't live in one of those neighborhoods. She don't frequent one of those neighborhoods. You heard her. She has a Democrat accent. She is culturally a white woman.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
So I got to play the video back for you. If you closed your eyes and listened to her speak,
actually doing is taking the money that y'all make them and spending it on bullshit while y'all can't even afford to put food on your table. But they're trying to convince you that
On your table, she got a Democrat accent. The only saving her is the usage of y'all. And she's just throwing that in there so she can feign being black. But the truth of the matter is she's just a young, naive university black. That's what she is. Young, naive, university black. And once upon a time, before black media was bought, they told the truth. Look at right here. Look at right here. We're going to put this up on the screen. I'm going to show you before and after Huffington Post purchases the used to be black media outlet. It's called The Root. February 10th, 2010. How illegal immigration hurts black America. May 6th, 2024. After the purchase. Trump's racist attack on immigrants would be catastrophic. So when she's talking about these billionaires that exploit us, these are the same billionaires that purchased black media that was speaking for black people and changed the messaging and then spit her dumb ass out. She is the result of the billionaire psyop that she claims is the enemy. No, baby girl, you are now the enemy. You have become the enemy. If you claim that the billionaires are the enemy and you repeat the billionaires, then you are the enemy. The billionaires ain't out here talking about immigration. The billionaires is getting paid off the shit. That's what's being exploited. Niggas don't got factories with 800 workers in them to hire illegals. That's the multimillionaires. That's the upper class. So what the fuck are you talking about? This is the problem when we send our children to universities. They come back dumber than when they left our house. Because they fucking retarded. Because they're going to these universities that are Marxist propaganda machines. And they're churning out our kids dumber than when they went in. All over black jobs. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Between her, I seen Uncle Luke today. Uncle Luke over here talking about he gonna vote for Biden because he don't want to vote for a dictator. Fat Joe is a staunch Democrat. They got Taraji P. Henson ransom. It's like the more money a nigga make, the dumber he get.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
The more boo ladies blacks become, the more brainwashed they become. And you're gonna see in a minute. Matter of fact, let's keep the show moving because we got a lot to cover. Speaking of billionaires, Donald Trump is a billionaire, and somebody asked Hawk to a girl. I haven't spoken on Hawk to a girl on this show yet. I might today. Let's listen.
I have a game that I want to play with you guys.
That makes me nervous.
It's not that scary, I promise. It's called Huck to or Nah. And you tell me if you want to Huck to on that thing or no. Okay. I think you might. Are you into like older guys?
For sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, my phone's not loading. All right, you ready? Come on. Oh, just a Huck?
I'll give him a hawk. I'll give him a hawk.
Okay, beautiful. There you go, Dave. You got a Huck. Donald Trump.
No, absolutely not.
No.
It's a no from me.
Okay, it's no. I have.
So basically they're asking, would you give these gentlemen fellatio? I don't deal in that type of shit. Some, debauched American culture that I have nothing to deal with. And the right chimes in. Laura Loomer has decided that she's going to politicize this matter. Laura Loomer says, watch. The degenerate Hawk Tour girl, whose real name is Haley Welsh, is anti-Trump. Laura, we've met before. We've exchanged communication. Cut it the fuck out, yo. Like, really, come on, yo. Like, what's your shtick? What are we doing, yo? Like, is it like, is it clicks? Is it grifting? Like, what are we doing, yo? Like, really, what is this game y'all play? Like, clue me in. Just tell me, hey, Hotep, we create fake news and we get paid for it. Or we create fake news because I need the clips. Or I just want attention. Or I'm fucking mentally ill. Laura, what's up, yo? Like, really, what the fuck is going on, yo? Because you taking shit, and this is not the first time. You always do this shit, yo. You take some shit, run with it, twist it, and contort it to a whole new story. And it's just like, that's not what happened. The girl was asked if she would hawk tour on Trump. Maybe Trump's not her type, but she didn't say I'm anti-Trump anywhere. Why'd you put her name out there? What was the point of that? The degenerate hawk tour girl, whose real name is, you doxing people and shit. Did you need to add her real name to this tweet? Like, what was the point of it? I mean, sure, we can find it. I'm sure it's public. And it's out there, but like, what was the point in throwing that in there? In her first interview since going viral, she was asked about Donald Trump. No, she would ask if she would hawk tour on Donald Trump. She said it's a no from me. Stop giving skanks attention. This girl was made famous for talking about spitting on a penis during oral sex. She should not be taken seriously. This is correct. This is correct. Then she calls her a Biden supporter. We don't know that yet. She might be. But just because she don't want to suck your president dick, now you upset? This shit is weird, yo. Like, people be watching, like, these people have humongous followings, and I'm trying to figure out how and why. Like, this is why our society is degenerating. Because this is the best we have to offer. Fake news. I got some more fake news for you. Okay. Yesterday, fuck it, I'm going to do it. It's Goldstein July. I'm going to do it. Yesterday, they had this SCOTUS hearing, right? And I was just like, you know how I am. I'm just like, I don't really give a fuck. Oh, they made it hearing. Okay, cool. It's good news. It's good news what they, what happened, but I'm just not going to dive into the details. I'm too busy studying other things. So I'm not really going to pay much attention to it. But then I saw this and I got triggered. 19 Keys says the president is now a king. And I said to myself, wait a second. I keep seeing this. And I know in my heart, without doing the research, that that's fake news. That this is some leftist garbage. So 19 Keys, we need to have a conversation. You could come on my channel. I go on your channel. We need to see where you're at politically ASAP. Because I believe you're bugging right now. You are wildin', bro. Because why are you repeating fake news? Because the people believe you're the one with the insight. There's people that believe in you, brother. And they looking to you. The youth is looking to you for insight and guidance. And it looked like you not guiding them right, at least in this instance. And people keep asking me, yo, is 19 Keys real? Is he a Fed? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't watch his stuff, so I don't know. I follow him. He follows me. But I saw that tweet and I got triggered. So I said, you know what? Before I say anything, let me go do the research. So I'll pull a couple of things up. I pulled up a couple of things. And then I found this. Okay? I said, I want to hear from somebody who's an attorney. Right? Somebody. Hey, everybody. Somebody who, of course, they played the Obama ad. I want to hear from somebody with the last name Cohen. If your name ain't Cohen, I don't want to hear from you. So I found this video. Let's play the clip. He's going to explain to us the Supreme Court ruling. And I also wanted my source. You guys know how I find my sources. I want biased sources. I want it from a lefty. And if I'm not satisfied, I'll go to the right. I don't just jump to the right's opinion because I know the right's going to put a slant on it. So I want to see. Let's go to the tape.
Some breaking news, the Supreme Court has finally ruled on the question that we've been waiting for in one of the most consequential decisions of our lifetimes. On the question of whether or not Donald Trump had immunity to commit crimes with impunity as president, the Supreme Court has ruled that a president has immunity for official acts, but not for unofficial acts, and that the question should be remanded back to the trial court for further proceedings. Here's what that means. Simply put, it means more delay. The justices will direct...
Did y'all hear that? Simply put, it just means more delay. Now pay attention as I continue to play this video. Pay attention, because Taraji repeated this shit on the BET Awards. I believe it was. Or was she? Oh, we got to talk about Project 2025 too. We're going to get to that as well. But listen.
Judge Chutkan to hold more hearings to see whether any of the acts alleged in Trump's indictment might enjoy some sort of outer perimeter immunity. And of course, what that actually means will be up to the discretion of the Supreme Court. So now it'll be up to Judge Chutkan to hold these hearings and then return the question to the Supreme Court for them to rule further. You've heard the...
Y'all heard that, right? So basically, Supreme Court said, let's send this back down to the courts. We need more information. Then we'll bring it back, and then we'll make a ruling. Now watch the twist from Mr. Cohen right here. 2.8 million subscribers on YouTube.
Expression, justice delayed is justice denied. This is the embodiment of that quote. To be clear, the whole basis for this case is utterly insane, even for this Supreme Court that is so nakedly in the tank for Donald Trump. Remember, what Trump was claiming was that as president, he had carte blanche to commit criminal acts with impunity, namely seeking to defraud the United States, prevent Americans from exercising their right to a free and fair election, and attempting to block the counting of electoral votes in Congress. In fact, far from contending that a president should have immunity for criminal activity.
So y'all see the slant? So that's why I say you got to be careful when you listen to these videos, because these people are slick. They will tell you the truth up front and then hit you with the rhetoric. So the first 60 seconds is the truth, and he's about to kill us with 10 minutes of garbage rhetoric. Yeah, justice delayed is justice denied. What? Where they do that at? Maybe this is a law school thing. I never went to law school, so I don't know. But what the fuck? So let's make it simple. Let's go ahead and get this explained to people in the most simplest way possible, right? And I'm going to show you two explanations. I'm going to show you my explanation, and then I'm going to show you another person's explanation. And at the end of that, hopefully you have better understanding of what this SCOTUS ruling means. Right here, I said, SCOTUS, we don't have enough information to make a ruling on this, so let's kick it back to the lower courts to get more information before we make a final ruling. Libtards, the president is now a king. He has the immunity to assassinate his political opponents. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on online? Like, y'all are just lying out here. Just blatant, just. And the thing is, I don't think 19 Keys is trying to deceive us. I think 19 Keys is trusting his sources and hasn't looked into this. At least that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. So let's go to another explanation. I think this is the best explanation. This guy says, I can understand why leftists are having unhinged shit fits after today's SCOTUS decision. You see, prior to this SCOTUS immunity decision, the law was that POTUS has immunity for official acts and no immunity for unofficial acts. Now, this is the critical part. After the SCOTUS immunity decision, the law is that POTUS has immunity for official acts and no immunity for unofficial acts. It's incredibly complex, and if someone is super stupid, I can see why there's a tantrum involved. What's up, Sonny? Bro, nothing has changed. Literally, nothing has changed. The same privileges the president has always had is the same privileges he's got now. Nothing has changed. And it's fine when I see the left do it. But when I see black people take this shit about the president is the king, I'm like, yo, what the fuck, yo? What are you passing around to our people? What are we doing? What after the BET Awards, I am losing my shit. Cause what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, what's really good? Where are we at right now? Y'all are just, matter of fact, there's only one explanation for this. There's only one response to all of this shit. One response. I'm about to bring it up on the screen right now. This is the only way I can express myself right now.
Whatever happened to no tangibles, no vote?
Whatever happened to no tangibles, no fucking vote? What happened to that shit? They done psyoped y'all again with Orange Man Bad? Y'all fall for that shit a second fucking time? The price of crab legs hasn't hit you yet. The price of a gallon of gas hasn't hit you yet. The price of chicken wings hasn't hit you yet. What the fuck is going on with y'all? You cannot be this fucking stupid. It's not possible. Somebody's getting paid somewhere, somehow, or brainwashed, MK Ultra. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but y'all wildin'.
Because ever since I heard that, that was the type time I was on. And the craziest part is that while I and many black people stayed on that type time, right, the rest of y'all gave that up. Y'all gave up no tangibles, no vote, and traded it in for, please, white man, save me from the other white man? How the fuck we supposed to be kings and queens and we was this and we was that, but y'all bitch ass niggas is afraid of the white man. Y'all afraid of what the white man gonna do to you. Y'all niggas ain't got no motherfucking power. You gave it up. You know what you traded your motherfucking power for? You traded your power for the motherfucking rainbow, for fucking running cover for the immigrants, for running cover for the Democrats. What the fuck kind of shit is that? What kind of, and in the relationships, y'all bitch ass niggas care more about pop the balloon than you do about getting this money. The pro-black to niggas ain't shit timeline, right? That pro-black to niggas ain't shit pipeline, that shit is unfucking defeated. Because niggas like me, we start off, we like, oh my people, we gonna get it together. Oh my people, we gonna find a way. We no tangibles, no vote. We gonna do this. And then y'all niggas give it up and follow the first shuffling sound Sambo motherfucking coon-ass celebrity straight to the motherfucking grave. Y'all niggas is bitches. And as far as I'm concerned, fuck your motherfucking vote.
My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Niggas clicking up, but pay not be.
Yo, we cooked, yo. We cooked. We cooked, y'all. Uncle Hotep was right, man. Black community done. We done. It's over. It's over. It's going in the soundboard. Don't worry. It's over. White community over. Black community over. It's a wrap, bro. Because motherfuckers is running around talking about the president is the king. I saw somebody today say Watergate is now legal. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Y'all niggas is the biggest scam artists ever. It's just scammers everywhere. Scammers on the left, scammers on the right, scammers in the third party. Even the damn libertarians got their primary, the guy who won the primary for the libertarians is transsexual. He's not, but he might as well be.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
The fuck is going on out here? America is cooked. I need y'all to get it together. And y'all be retweeting some of these scammers too. I'm mad at y'all, the people. I'm not even mad at the scammers. I'm mad at y'all for propping these niggas up and not checking their asses. Every time you see them, you need to tell these motherfuckers when they say some fake news shit. Tell them, yo, you a grifter. Stop fucking grifting and give us some real shit, you fake news fuck. Require more from your fucking grifters, man. From your influencers. The fuck is wrong with y'all? It's ridiculous. Let's go to the Super Dap Dap of the day. It's about to get spicy. I'm out here, Sonny. I'm out here. We not stopping. We not stopping. Super Dap Dap of the day. Follow Super Dap AI over on Twitter. Super Dap with 2 P's. And join our investment group in the description box below. Hit the link in the description box below. Join our Telegram where we talk all money, meme coins, crypto, the whole nine. Help you guide you through this tumultuous bear market. I think we're at the bottom. I think we hit the bottom. What's Bitcoin at today? Let me see. All right, Bitcoin is at 62. Yeah, I think we're starting to bottom out. Do your own research. This is not financial advice. Solana looks like it's taking a little bit of a turn here. Solana's up 3 points on the week. Anyway, let's go to the DAP of the day. Let's bring this up on the screen.
Stop scrolling. This is about to blow your mind. So-called whites were the first slaves in America.
Uh-oh.
The enslavement of so-called whites extended throughout the American colonies, and so-called white slave labor was a crucial factor in the economic development of the colonies. Gradually, it developed into a fixed system every bit as rigid and codified as so-called Negro slavery was to become. In fact, Negro slavery, so-called, was officially established in colonial America because so-called black slaves were governed, organized, and controlled by the structures and organization that were first used to enslave and control so-called whites. So-called black slaves were the quote-unquote latecomers fitted into a system already developed. Like, share, and subscribe.
And y'all niggas love to sit around and claim to be slaves. Oh, we were slaves, nigga. Oh, all these motherfuckers were slaves. You fucking and the damn jingos too. Your damn jingos out here. I seen somebody talk about when did America go wrong. Nigga, America was never right.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
America was never right. This shit was a corrupted colonist experiment from the very fucking start. The Constitution was the first communist document.
I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the white people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the Hispanics were as smart as Hotep Jesus. Because that guy, he really gets it. He knows how to boil it down.
As I'm working on my next book, I'm starting to outline how Britain was actually a socialist nation, not a capitalist nation. How America, who is the child of Britain, was a communist nation. It started out decentralized with the 13 colonies, and then they centralized, aka federalized. And some of you people fucking celebrate that shit because you're ignorant fucks. And they created this document called the Constitution, which is the first communist document on this fucking land. And you people like it. It's good for some things. End of the day, it's fucking commie as shit. Anyway, speaking of black jobs, Doe Dubes got some more information. Doe Dubes likes to look through his through history via newspapers. He likes to look through the old newspapers. This one here is from Wichita, Kansas, 1905. And it says white and black jobs. What do you know? What do you fucking know? Southern white man's contempt abandons many good jobs to the Afro-Americans. Wait till these Negroes find out that minimum wage was promoted in order to segregate and keep blacks out of jobs. Wait till y'all figure that shit out, you fucking dumb, ignorant fucks. Next clipping. It says here, slavery itself fostered the idea of indolence to a great extent in the young white man, and nothing but years of contact with bustling, pushing, with but years of contact with bustling, pushing humanity, coupled with necessity, will eradicate it. So this clipping is claiming that the white man is lazy. They like to put that shit on black folks. But this clipping is saying a white man got lazy. And the only thing that's going to get him off his ass is capitalism. But we first got to make it a necessity. Before emancipation, the young white man's duty, and the old ones too, for that matter, was mainly to oversee and take care of the slave, take care of what the slave had produced. Their physical exertions were reduced to the minimum, and consequently they were, after freedom and even now, disinclined to many forms of manual labor. The children of the 10th generation will not see totally obliterated all the objections Southern white men have to seeing men of their own kind doing certain species of work. The disposition to regard particular classes of manual labor as being Negro jobs redounds to the colored man's advantage. Uh-oh.
I wish all the black people were as smart as Hotep Jesus. And I wish all the...
It causes him to accumulate property and to acquire a bank account, knowing that he is not likely to soon be removed from a job of the kind mentioned. He starts in with the intention of doing the best he can and of making himself a master of his work in reward for wages paid to him. Not infrequently it happens that he makes inroads on places held by white men, places that were not before considered Negro jobs. When once he had succeeded in getting a foothold in them, they speedily become recognized and characterized as the colored man's work, and will not in long time, if ever, be filled by white men. This is why people come to the Grift Report, to get nourished. Follow Doe Dubes, Hotep Dubes over on Twitter. He's got all the history. That's our Hotep historian. There he is right there. Go give him a follow. He got the clippings and everything. Here go another one. He got the clippings. Uh-oh. It gets spicy over here. Make sure I go give him a follow. We about to go to the phone lines. Text Hotep your name to 202-596-5631. Text Hotep your name 202-596-5631 and get in the phone lines. I'll be right back after this short, brief commercial break.
Envision a sanctuary where community and sustainability are the cornerstones of living. In this haven, every family is able to grow their own food, children flourish through homeschooling tailored to unlock their full potential, and education extends beyond textbooks, instilling self-worth and a deep understanding of the world around them. Here, goodwill isn't just an ideal, it's the essence of daily life, where respect for law and order harmonizes with the community's resourcefulness. This place isn't just a dream, it's a call to action for everyone who believes in a better, more connected way of living. Join us in building a future where each individual's contributions create a tapestry of enduring harmony and prosperity. Join us in Hotepistan.
Call from
Jonah.
Jonah, hold on one second. Real quick, we got to lay down some ground rules. This is the art of the perfect call-in. So these are the ground rules you want to begin to lay out on the show. Number one, do not call in to agree with me. Do not call in because it's redundant, right? This is redundant. Hold on, Jonah. Let me finish this. It's redundant. People want to hear something new. So if you're going to call in, have something new to say. Number two, get to the motherfucking point. You got 60 seconds to get to the point. If we go over, it's because I'll ask for more insight and questions, then we can begin to have some discourse. Number three, questions are best. Bring your best questions. Ask great questions. That's what I really want to make this show not only better for my patients, but better for the audience. Jonah, what you got today?
I got a couple of things here, but I actually, that Cohen and everyone on the right, anyone who's commenting on this immunity thing is just retarded. And I actually clipped together with one paragraph from the decision and sent it to you DM. It's a presumptive immunity. It's not an automatic immunity. It's not a full immunity. It's a presumptive on actions.
Let's read this.
So,
hold on a second. Let me read this. It says right here, taking into account these competing considerations, the court concludes that the separation of powers principles explicated in the court's precedent necessitate at least a presumptive immunity. So just presuming that there's immunity from criminal prosecution for a president's acts within the outer perimeter of his official responsibility. Jonah with another one. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So basically, as long as they can show that it's a criminal act outside of his duty, they can charge him.
Right. Right. So he has no immunity. He's not a king.
Yeah. Candace Owens.
Uh-oh.
I was thinking about it yesterday when we were talking about it, or when you were talking about it after my call. This chick is, you know what? It feels like after COVID, you know, everyone was going into the conspiracy. She's setting herself up to round everyone up next bird flu or whatever next drop is.
Damn.
She's building a silo.
Oh, man. She done got deeper.
Now, on the Olympics, too, going back to yesterday, you brought up the Olympics. Well, don't forget that Russia set up their invasion. So that it occurred immediately after the end of the Beijing Winter Olympics. So then you have
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat that. I was sending a message to the fan page. What'd you say?
Russia invaded Ukraine the day of the final day of the Olympics or whatever, right? They waited until the Winter Olympics in China were over.
Oh.
Then you have the 33rd Olympics, right?
Yeah.
That to me, the first thing I started thinking of is shit. Bastille Day's in July, but that's July 16th. So I looked it up, and then you have July 26th, the first day of the Olympics, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's the day that Robespierre was hanged, the end of the terror. So, I mean, and it's 230th anniversary.
Robespierre.
So that's kind of interesting too, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And then we look back real quick. So, in 1936, the Olympics were in Berlin, which everyone knows because Jesse Owens, right? In 1940, they were in Tokyo. In 1941, Germany and whatever were in a war, right?
Right.
In 1916, the Olympics were scheduled to be in Berlin. So, they definitely do a lot of these national or international wars based off of those events. So I would say anyone who's also interested, look at this in the most recent opening games to the Commonwealth of Games for Britain.
Okay.
Where they literally had a woman, a scarlet whore, taming the Moloch. But other than that, let's Hotep and build. Goldstein, I can't even speak today. Goldstein July, let's get this going. Let's get violent on everyone.
Hey, I appreciate it. Good calling, Jonah. Hotep and Bill. Jonah on the check-in. Somebody said, so Hotep did start up in this country. White people did start up in this country. Yeah, white people was the first slaves. That's why I'm like, why do white people love this country? Nigga, they treated y'all like shit. You serious? Robert Jones, $2 super, another ground rule, no speakerphone. I like that. That's a good rule. Jabari, Andrew Tate had an IDF shirt and an old chess video. Damn. Welp. Let's get our next caller in here. We're going to talk to Goldstein next. I see Strong Dad waiting in the wing and Steph Colonel as well. So we're going to get a chance to talk to them. In the meantime, what's going on with the chatters? I think I got the chat set up on Twitter now. I don't know how to. Oh, there we go. I got it up.
Call from Murphy's Law Rescue.
Pause.
To accept.
Goldstein.
What up?
What up?
Oh, man, day 2 of this motherfucker.
Happy Goldstein July.
Goldstein July. Yeah, man, we setting it off around this hole. We ain't letting nothing slide. None of you motherfucking weird 50 holes punched in your face ass niggas is safe. Just so you know.
What do you mean 50 holes punched in your face? What does that mean?
They got 90 million holes punched in their face where they done shoved some chunk of metal in that motherfucker, in the nose, in the eyebrow.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Just ridiculous. Walking around this bitch looking like the white man's pincushion.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I gotta say though, man, Strong Dad doing a motherfucker proud.
Oh my God. He took the fucking roof off the show today.
Man, he did that. I was scared. I was like, man, don't play my shit after that.
You know what's funny is I didn't listen to Intuition today. Intuition told me to play your video first and then his, and I didn't listen. I was like, no, why would I do that? It should be Strong Dad and then Goldstein should come on the tail end because it's Goldstein July. Nope. Fucked it up. But hey, it happened for a reason.
Well, listen, that's my everyday, so I figured I'd give a more subtle message today. You know, because I'm.
What about, you know, you're claiming this is Goldstein July. Are you sharing this with Jesse Lee Peterson? Because
no, he Sonny informed me that he was the final coon boss. So I'm just taking it to his ass on some side quest shit. You know what I mean? Because by the end of the month, my goal is by the end of the month, I'm gonna need this nigga to acknowledge me like I'm Roman Reigns. You know what I mean?
So you on his neck?
Yeah, I'm on his neck. That's just a side mission, you know, just my own personal fucking thing. We putting the end to this White History Month shit. That's not flying in July. You can move that shit somewhere else, but it's Goldstein July, goddammit. So, you know.
There it is.
You know, I'm not opposed to them having a history month by no means. They need one. Somebody's got to get these motherfuckers in line. They need some type of pride around this bitch, because that bitch that you had at the top of the show, the I don't know 3 niggas bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. They're the loudest voice in the room. I don't think by no means they're the majority, but they're the loudest voice in the room, white people. Y'all got to shut that shit down.
ASAP.
You got to do a lot better job than In Wokeness punk ass is doing at that. Because all In Wokeness and Libs of TikTok do, they amplify that shit.
Yeah.
They letting motherfuckers know, hey, look. You know what I mean? That's all you see on their page.
White victimhood.
If you weren't, man, if you was an alien, you know what I mean? Scratch that. I take that back. If you were Jesse Lee Peterson coming down to this motherfucker for the first time, you would think that that was the white man. Because that's all you see. Shit is crazy. Listen, I want to offer this bit of advice to anybody who can hear this. A mental disorder should never be your default.
Facts.
Right? Just be an asshole. That's better. All right? Embrace that shit. Be the asshole. Be like, man, I don't know no nigga. Get out of my face. And that's it. I can respect that. This shit, can't respect it. Can't respect it at all, because all you doing is motherfuckers with the actual disorder. You're doing them a disservice. Now motherfuckers think they crying wolf on some shit.
Right. Exactly. And they got a serious problem, and a lot of that shit is medically related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking up their shit.
Right.
So, you know, you got to cut that shit out. A mental disorder should never be your fucking default. You never default to mental disorder. It's always better to just default to asshole. Right? And that brings me to something that wasn't quite on the show, but I want to address it because, man, that shit pisses me off now.
What?
Is these fucking videos where these people are hunting down these chomos, these child molesters, these weird motherfucking predators.
Yeah.
And they're cornering them and slapping the shit out of them and doing all that nonsense. That has to stop too.
Why?
Because if motherfuckers continue to do that, I'm gonna think you're an op, because it's getting out of hand. Now, right now, it's real subtle and it's real small in numbers. But the more that grows, the more it starts to seem like to me that you're trying to fucking humanize these motherfuckers in the eyes of normal people, and you're trying to gain sympathy for these motherfuckers. There's only 2 things that should be done. That's either incarceration or elimination. All this extra shit,
this a real Hotep,
you're just gonna make these motherfuckers sympathetic figures, just like Stonewall did to the other alphabets, the other letters in that motherfucker. Stonewall did the same shit for them, and we all know that was a fucking CIA op. But it's only gonna be a matter of time before you make one of these motherfuckers a sympathetic figure, because your predator instinct, the same instinct that they got going on, is kicking in on them, and somebody's going to start feeling sorry for these motherfuckers, and it's going to normalize their behavior. It's going to be used for that catalyst. So listen, if you're not going to go south with the shit, then at least just compile the evidence to have these motherfuckers locked up. But you can't just be smacking them and, oh yeah. That's, like I said, that's the same predator instinct that them motherfuckers thrive on. You just using it and using that piece of shit as a justification to get your own little shit off. And it's not kosher. So you got to cut that shit out.
That's a hell of a take, and you're on to something there. You're definitely on to something there.
Man, we've seen this done in a number of other instances, especially with the alphabet mob. And now you're trying to put P in that bitch, and this is the avenue. This is the same blueprint that they got all the other letters accepted. So we just got to keep vigilant.
Man, Jay Pollard said Goldstein seen the chess moves. Yeah.
Man, as far as that motherfucking knucklehead bitch though.
Who?
Oh, the billionaire class, right? That bitch, you're being exploited because you're exploitable. That's why you're being exploited. And if I had it like that, I would exploit your dumb ass too.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
Damn.
It ain't got nothing to do with they're out to get us or they're getting us. Nothing to do with that. If you're getting got, it's because you're gettable, motherfucker. Become ungettable. Fuck that ungovernable shit, because government don't exist in this country no more. So fuck become ungovernable. Become ungettable. Quit letting motherfuckers get over on your dumb ass. You sound like them, so you're probably one of them, but I'm going to assume the best. I'm going to assume that you're just a gullible kid who's been brainwashed by a number of different entities in your life. Get over yourself first and foremost, because that's the hardest battle. And then after that, quit letting these other motherfuckers get over them.
ASAP.
Man. And Candace Owens, she laying it on too thick. Bitch, shut up. If you ain't talking about Yakub, you ain't talking about nothing.
Big facts. You got to go all the way in if you're going to go.
That's right. Fuck all this on the periphery shit. That shit that the CIA feeds motherfuckers to keep motherfuckers engaged in some dumbass shit while they're over here putting 10 inches of foot in your ass.
It's a limited hangout.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Outside of that, can't wait till the show today. We're going to be talking about Trumpo, King Trumpo. Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir. All right, see you at 4:15.
Yes, sir, man. Hotep and Bill.
So in case you guys are not aware, 4:15 today over on the Twitter Spaces, King Trump, we're going to talk about it. Me and Goldstein got the Twitter Spaces every Tuesday. It's going to be spicy. As you know, this is definitely Goldstein July. Shout out to the Twitter chat. I see y'all, Joe and the Interstellar Gaming. I see y'all over on Twitter holding us down. We got the chat working over there now. Shout out to the Rumble chat. Appreciate you. Got them checking in. And of course, my fam over here on YouTube. That Titan sub was a setup too. Listen, a part of me wants to believe that Titan sub was snooping in business. It had no business snooping in. And they said they're going to try it again. I'm like, oh my God. Just do a fake moon landing. A fake. Strong Dad, what's happening, bro?
Hey, what's up?
Yo, epic clip, man. Epic Goldstein July clip earlier, man. Oh my God. It's so much clippable there.
You played it twice.
3 times.
Yeah. Listen, I gotta give special thanks to the chat and to Goldstein. Last year, I was really just pushing the Strong Dad, I was all Strong Dad, and y'all niggas forgot who the fuck I was and how I fucking showed up around here. So Goldstein challenging me to the debate, you know what I'm saying? The chat always hating on me and hating on my takes. All that did was inspire me, because I was like, you just wait till July's over. Y'all niggas are done. I'm not playing no more. So thank you, Goldstein. You brought it out of me. You brought the demon out of me, and I appreciate it. And I'm sure everybody else does. And I'm not done. These niggas are gonna get it all motherfucking month.
Is this like when you push Goku to the limit and he finally unlocks Super Saiyan?
Nigga, I'm just trying to chill on Planet Namek with the homies, and y'all motherfuckers just y'all keep doing some bullshit. Y'all keep doing some bullshit. I thought Kaioken times 10 was good enough for you niggas. I thought Strong Dad June was good enough for you niggas, but no. So yeah.
Well, I can't wait for tomorrow's offering. This is quite enjoyable for me. You guys are inspiring Ali Shakur to come back, so we're gonna have to see what's up.
Good. I hope we wake the beast. I hope we wake him. Listen, what the fuck is up with fucking bitch ass Amazing Lucas, man? I'm sick of that nigga.
Okay,
I'm definitely sick of this nigga.
I saw this was interesting. Hold on, let me pull this up. So Amazing Lucas and Strong Dad had an exchange today. I'm scrolling through the timeline, putting together today's show, and I saw
this nigga done turned into a whole woman.
Hold on, let's go back. So, okay, this was in response. You said, all right, so here we go. Starts from here. The Taraji video. You're throwing a bunch of coon emojis on Taraji. And you said, once again, like clockwork, they enlist their Negrocrats to crawl out the ground like cicadas. Oh, my God. Trying to propagate their mind virus amongst black people. So Amazing Lucas, I don't know how he finds this tweet, but he finds a tweet and he says, so black people's plan is to not vote, and anyone who tells them to is, check notes, coon, utter extinction. And then
which before you even go to the next part, how dumb is that? Because when we say we're not going to vote Democrat, they call us coons. This nigga's a bitch. Anyway, continue.
My thing is, we're not saying not to vote. What we're saying is no tangibles, no vote, which is what they said. Also, what we're saying is we're not going to vote. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but I'm not fucking voting. So good luck to you. The issue is they keep coming out with the same game plan. And Albert Einstein, I think, is the one who said, you keep doing the same thing over and over, trying to expect different results. You just a fucking ass. So when we see the same playbook, election after election after election, at some point we got to go, who is going to break the trend? And that's what we're trying to do. We're calling these fools out like, break the trend. And so then people's response is, so you want us to be Republicans? No, we just want you to break the trend. Make these motherfuckers second guess. Do we have their vote?
That's right. Cassius Candace sent me a text, Glazing Lucas.
Oh my God. So
but anyway,
you responded to him. You said, Amazing Lucas, you went from being somewhat cool to a full-on pussy. Oh my God. When I saw that, I said, oh shit. You live to be a victim. You thrive on being a victim. You wake up in the morning and you wait for the first white man to victimize you. Fuck off, chimp. It's motherfucking Goldstein July.
And I definitely meant to type chimp.
Oh
These
my
niggas is acting
God.
like a bunch of motherfucking loud ass monkeys in a zoo when they see something they don't like, walk past. Having whole ass chimp out. What the fuck, man?
I don't know what happened to Amazing Lucas. I can say he's always been super pro-black. I met him in person and we had a discussion and it was very, super pro-black. I put him on a bunch of information, but
he's still on the pipeline. He just ain't got there yet.
He hasn't got to the other end of the pipeline.
Yeah, and just judging by the way he's behaving and at this age, he ain't gonna ever get there. He's gonna be one of these old coon niggas. If you don't get there by age 27, then there's no hope for you, nigga. You're lost. And that's just how it is.
I just don't understand the concept of we live in a system of white supremacy, so we should go vote for the best white man. And that's not that's not my doctrine. That's not my ideology. I don't believe in this white supremacy thing. But when the people say we live in a system of white supremacy, and then they go and they argue over which white, like I was on the Twitter Spaces this weekend, and it was all niggas. And somebody asked me my thoughts on the debate. I gave them my thoughts, and I said, if you are a Biden voter, you're definitely like super more delusional than anybody else. And one of the gays lost their mind, and I was just like, okay, like I'm not about to sit up here and argue with black people over which white man is better. Like, you know what it is? It doesn't even have anything to do with race. I was thinking about this today, where I was going to tweet that, and I'm still trying to put this in the best words, but basically what I was going to say is, if you have chosen to vote for Biden in this election, I don't even want to speak to you. I don't want you.
At you.
No, you are just, I'm going to just do my show. And if you get the information from my show, fine. But the concept of sitting down and having a conversation with these people, nah, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. There's no fucking hope. Because if the price of chicken doesn't change your fucking mind, nothing will.
It's no hope. They was just in Chicago. Everybody was just tweeting and sharing Chicago town halls of black people getting mad about the immigrants coming over and fucking they shit up. And now all of a sudden they acting like this shit don't exist. That shit is, what kind of a memory is that? That's, man, that shit breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It really does. These niggas is lame. But yo, listen, Andrew Tate, I think that Andrew Tate is really a broken man. I honestly do believe that. I listened to that. He had an interview with a psychologist, one of his friends, and he was asking him questions about his dad and all this stuff. And you could, like when
Wait, hold on. Hold that thought. Sonny Johnson said, "My husband is clapping." First of all, Sonny, shout out to your husband. I met her husband before. That's a cool cat. He looked like one of the Bone Thugs and Harmony members. I swear to God, he looked like he's straight out of Bone Thugs. Hey. I forget which one it is, but he looked like one of them. Cool cat though. Cool motherfucker. I can see how him and Sonny make a good couple and how they balance him out. Hey, bro, listen, I'm working on Sonny. I'm trying my best. But, sometimes you got to let Sonny go, man. Sometimes, these motherfuckers need their asses cussed out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just like, because I was like, at one point, Sonny talked about it. We had the conversation. And I'm like, yo, Sonny, you might want to chill out. And then the woke right came about, and I was like, you know what? I was fucking wrong. No, Sonny, go off on these motherfuckers. These niggas is retarded.
Hell yeah.
Sonny
got that energy.
Yeah, Sonny got that energy. So shout out to Sonny's husband for being supportive of her and being by her side. That's true black love right there.
Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah.
My bad, yo. So you said, what about Andrew Tate?
So a little ways back, I was watching an interview he was doing with a psychologist who was a friend of his, and he was asking, some probing questions. And I just know a nigga who wishes his dad was there. I just know a nigga like that by the way he talks. And the way that Andrew Tate talked about his dad and his relationship really just let me know that he doesn't actually have a direction in life that doesn't come from money, because he doesn't understand himself. He didn't actually have a man to teach him about himself. And you can tell real easily with the way that he wavers from subject to subject like this, but most importantly, that interview. So whenever I hear Tate, do all this like contradictory shit, I'm just seeing a broken nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like I honestly do feel bad for him.
His dad died, so that you might be onto something. You lose your dad.
His dad died, and his dad was not the figure to be like Strong Dad June wasn't his dad's type time, and he would tell you that that's what he expressed in that interview, was that his dad was about getting the work done and didn't spend time on him. And he said, "But I didn't need that. Fuck that shit. You don't need that. You need to do this. You need to be like that." So I respect him because of that. And I mean, yeah, I get it. You respect him, but nigga, you wanted that nigga to hug you. Don't lie to me. And that's how I view him. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, 35 Keys or whatever the fuck that nigga's name is, 1925 Keys. I've kind of never liked him because I've heard him say a whole lot of pseudo shit that keeps black people in a chokehold. And I feel like he falls for the psyop more than he leads on. Just because you got a fucking kufi on with a couple stars on that shit doesn't mean you know shit. And that's why you fell for that shit. He didn't get fed that. He believes that. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all follow each other, but I gotta be real because that's how I view this nigga. So that's all I got for y'all.
I just sent him a DM. I told him we gotta talk.
Y'all got, man.
I gotta reel that nigga in. I gotta reel him in.
Reel him in. Tell him stop dressing like he a part of the FOI too, because he's not.
All right, yo, Hotep and Bill.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill.
I'm gonna go over the rules one more time for the call-ins for the people who ain't get it. Don't call in to agree. Add something new. Get to the point in less than 60 seconds. Questions are best. Make sure you bring the heat when you bring your questions. All right? Caller number 202-596-5631. 202-596-5631. I want to talk to 19 Keys. I want to talk to him ASAP. We gotta reel him in. I want to reel in every fucking body. I want to talk to Uncle Luke. I want to talk to Fat Joe. I want to talk to 19 Keys. I want to talk to Taraji P. Henson. I want to talk to all these niggas that's on some Democrat bullshit. I ain't telling them to come to motherfucking Republicans. All I'm asking is stop repeating Democrat talking points. We got to have our own talking points for our own issues and our own goals. And y'all keep participating in the bullshit. Steph, what up, yo?
Yo, how's it going?
What's good, yo?
Hey, listen, I got an idea for this time that we're in right now. We got Strong Dad June and Goldstein July. I propose something like a Strong Steam Summer or a Strong Steam Solstice. We cover the months of June, July, and August, and we just flood the timeline with just.
All right, let's check. Yeah, all right. I like that idea. That sounds dope. But let's run it through the mill.
Yeah, I know Cassius just said something about August, so he might be able to round this out. That'll work out really well. But I'm loving this energy, and I'm actually about to get in trouble because of this episode because I've been wanting to curse somebody out for a minute, and they've definitely had it coming because they've been acting on some bullshit. But this is going to get it done right here. So Goldstein, Strong Dad, thank you. I'm getting in trouble, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. And it's okay. Listen, this energy is much needed because this chick been on bullshit, man. So yeah. And it's time to let her know about herself. It's time to let her know about herself, and she's probably gonna get blocked after this too. So
yeah,
that's that.
Yeah.
Also with the Taraji situation, did you say you was going to talk about was it Project 2025 or some shit?
Yeah, I might talk about it now.
Oh, I bet because she actually made a comment about that. That's what really kind of pissed me off too, is that she used her whole platform, her entire platform on the BET Awards to talk about what their enemies are doing with homelessness, and you're not even going after the motherfuckers who are allowing that problem to fester in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
After she goes crying on the podcast and say, "Oh, Uncle Sam, you off the top. Why are you running cover for niggas then?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you out here running cover for the same motherfuckers who don't want to pay you what you worth. I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed.
It's very disappointing. It's sad.
It's heartbreaking, yo. It's heartbreaking. And that rant from Strong Dad just kind of encapsulated my feelings about that particular issue yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Deviate away from all that shit away like that. Keep your fucking kids away from activism and all this other bullshit that's never going to do anything for them.
Facts.
But keep them away from fucking activism, period. You know what I'm saying? Keep them away from that fucking word. Don't even let that word get in their vocabulary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless it's benefiting them, benefiting them and their family and literally their community, don't keep them away from that fucking word. And that's all I got right now. Hotep and Bill, I will see you in the space, bro.
All right, Hotep and Bill, see you in the spaces.
Yes, sir.
We're going to Twitter Spaces at 4:15. Make sure y'all join us over there. All right, we're going to go into Project 2025, and then we'll get back to the phone lines. Project 2025, also known as the Presidential Transition Project. Okay. Presidential Transition Project. All right. This now, according to Wiki, this was established in 2022. Okay. All right. Is a collection of right-wing policy proposals from the Heritage Foundation, okay, to reshape United States federal government and consolidate executive power should a Republican candidate win the 2024 presidential election. Okay? So they want to consolidate power in the executive branch. According to the Wikipedia, it proposes reclassifying tens of thousands of merit-based federal civil service workers as political appointees in order to replace them with those loyal to the next Republican president. It also adopts a maximalist version of the unitary executive theory, a disputed interpretation of Article 2 of the Constitution of the United States, which asserts that the president has absolute power over the executive branch. Critics of Project 2025 have characterized it as authoritarian, Christian nationalist plan to transform the United States into an autocracy. Okay. Again, you guys know when I go for things, I want the biased opinion. Give me the biased opinion, and I want to go off the biased opinion and just deflate it from there. Several legal experts have asserted it would undermine the rule of law, the separation of powers, the separation of church and state, and civil liberties. Now, I'm not reading this saying that, what's here is the truth. I'm reading it just to show you what's on Wikipedia, so we get a general idea. Now, let's go right here. Next paragraph. Project 2025 envisions widespread changes across government, particularly economic and social policies. You see this right here? This is the key part right here. And the role of the federal government and its agencies. It says right here, the plan proposes taking partisan control of the Department of Justice, the FBI, Department of Commerce, Federal Communications Commission, Federal Trade Commission, dismantling of Department of Homeland Security, and sharply reducing environmental and climate change regulations to favor fossil fuel production. The blueprint seeks to institute tax cuts. Hold on. So far, I'm fucking in love.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
So far, I like this Project 2025, Taraji. You talking about money, Taraji, and they trying to cut the taxes. What did Taraji say? She said, oh, when I get my little check, I got to break it off with my team, and then I got to pay Uncle Sam. Yeah, the Democrats want to tax you, dumbass. The blueprint seeks to institute tax cuts. Though its writers disagree on the wisdom of protectionism. Project 2025 recommends abolishing the Department of Education. This shit sounds like a good fucking idea. Whose programs would be either transferred to other agencies or terminated. Funding for climate research would be cut, while the NIH would be reformed along conservative principles. This the same NIH that we had to listen to during the pandemic, and we know how that turned out. Okay? The project urges government to explicitly reject abortion as health care. This sounds like a good idea. Abortion is not health care. Be responsible with your body. If you can't pay for that shit out of pocket, we should not be paying for your one-night stands. You nasty little hoe. And eliminate the Affordable Care Act's coverage of emergency contraception. Yes, why am I paying for your one-night stand? Project 2025 sounds like a good fucking idea. We're going to get to that, Sonny. We're going to get to that. The project seeks to infuse the government with elements of Christianity. I ain't no Christian. I don't believe in that Christian shit. But I'm going to go ahead and say, because I like theocratic monarchies, that's a good fucking idea. It proposes criminalizing pornography. Now, this is what we not going to do. This is what we not going to do. See, this is why I said we got to go line by line. This is what we not going to do. All this criminal shit, all this rule of law and order, they got to slow that shit the fuck down. Removing legal protections against discrimination based on sexual orientation, gender identity, terminating diversity, equity, inclusion programs, as well as affirmative action. I'm with all of that. I'm with all of that. I want the Republicans to make a black man's life hard. I want the Republicans to take control and make the life of black people a living fucking nightmare from a different angle. And then maybe our asses will wake up.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
You got your ass kicked by the Democrats. It's time the black community get their ass kicked by the Republicans so they can fucking realize you got to do for self. You got to build your own communities. You got to build your own schools. You got to build your own healthcare. And you got to close your fucking legs. So I'm with Project 2025. I'd take this shit over what the left is doing any fucking day of the week. Any fucking day of the week. So these are some red flags here. I'm just saying. Actually, no, this one, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's go back. No, this is yellow. I want this one to be yellow. This is Janice Rogers Brown right here. Right? Janice Rogers Brown, a very conservative judge, would agree with this. So let's paint that yellow. Let's paint that yellow. Okay? Some conservatives and Republicans also criticize the plan for a stance on climate change and foreign trade. Get that climate change and shit the fuck out of here. Other critics believe Project 2025 is rhetorical window dressing for what would be 4 years of personal vengeance at any cost. Sonny, I'm gonna need you to call in ASAP and give me the rundown on Project 2025 from your point of view. Because you know I want all sides. The project authors also acknowledge that most of the proposals would require controlling both chambers of Congress. Now, this I don't agree with. I believe our Congress needs to have a healthy balance. If we can get the Democrats to be balanced. The country needs some liberalism and it needs some conservatism. I am willing to admit that. Go too far right and we're going to have some issues. Other aspects of the plan have recently been ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court and would face court challenges. Now, here's what I'll say. From where I'm sitting, when I look at everything on this screen that they're talking about, right? Let's highlight this too. Right? Basically, what I'm seeing here, what I'm seeing from my point of view, no, I like this. This is good. I'm sorry. No, wrong color. Yellow was good. Although I should have used a different color scheme. From where I'm sitting and what I'm seeing, basically what this says is that every single part is controlled by the left. every single facet of our lives is controlled by the left.
Press 1.
Sonny.
What's good, bro?
What up? What up? Welcome to the show. Tell me what's going on with Project 2025.
Okay, so first and foremost, it's not what the left is making it out to be.
Right.
So, like, let's get that out of the way. So, because I am going to speak kind of negatively about it, let's start from that point of view that, okay, I know what the psychotic ass left is doing. I got it good. We have that understanding before I go into this conversation, right?
Right.
Okay, so when Biden won in 2020, the Heritage Foundation, and this is, if anybody who has been listening to me, I have been saying, not since 2016, the biggest opposition that Trump is going to have is going to be the Republican Party. If the Republican Party, the establishment Republicans, were not in opposition to Trump from the very beginning, the Democrats would have never been able to get their hands on him. They would have never. We know from watching government how they protect their own, even when their own is on the other side. They broke that precedent with Trump. Because up until this point, every single corrupt politician would protect another corrupt politician until it was impossible to do so any longer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They looked after their own.
Right.
They are just like the blue.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So they broke precedent with Trump. When Republicans started to allow the Russia investigation to go forward, they broke precedent. Everything after that fact, no matter how much Democrats pushed it, it was a consequence of Republicans and their animus towards Trump, especially the establishment Republicans and especially the establishment Republicans within leadership. Right?
Okay.
So you have to have an understanding of that. Now, after 2020, when Trump lost, 6 months after that, Heritage started what is currently being talked about as Project 2025. They started this 6 months after the 2020 election.
Okay.
Basically, what they have been doing all of this time is compiling a database of resumes. So they are looking at all of their state parties, all of their state leadership, all of the people within there. And this is one of the reasons why I've been constantly saying, like, you have to activate. If you want to do politics, if you want to play this game, you have to activate, because this is how they move. They are not going to be hiring from the outside. They already have a database. And you have to think about this, like, think about in terms of you becoming CEO of Microsoft.
Okay.
And you're about to take over all of Microsoft in 3 days. But you have to bring the entire leadership team with you immediately. Think about what you would have to do to find the perfect person for each place, how much time it would take, how much you would have to vet these people, how much work would go into actually accomplishing that.
Right.
Right? That's not something you could do in 3 days and do it effectively and do it at a high level. So the Heritage was like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to compile this database. And this is them learning, right? And remember, conservatives react.
This is them learning from the left.
This is them learning from the left.
Let's make that clear, people. This is them learning the leftist playbook.
This is them learning from the left, right? So first, the left was getting legislation that they could not get, they couldn't pass the legislation. Like if they introduced certain legislation, they could not get it passed. So we'll go with gay marriage, right? They couldn't get it passed if they introduced it in a state or in Congress. So instead of trying to get it into legislation, they used the judicial system to drive it all the way up to the Supreme Court to be made into the law of the land, right? So for a long time on issues like abortion, they were able to use the judicial system as a mechanism to elevate their activism into actual policy, right? Without having to vote on it in the legislature.
Yep.
So here comes Trump, and he snatches the Supreme Court. So now you have fucked up their entire pattern for enforcing their activism that they have been using for decades.
Got you.
But kind of seeing this on horizon, Obama was smart. Obama implemented what we are now looking at as Project 2025. He implemented that in 2008 and then put it on steroids in 2013.
How? Wait, what?
Okay, by rebuilding the bureaucracy with his people.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
He started to put his people into every single element of government. So, you know, when you were reading off the list and you were like, in the EPA, and in this, and in that, and Obama already did that.
Right. Correct.
He did that to some extent from 2008 to 2012, but things like Obamacare and stuff like that were a much bigger priority at that time. So it wasn't done en masse. After he won re-election 2012, he put that shit on steroids, especially within the military, within the CIA, within the State Department. Remember, these were all long held, thought of as Republican apparatuses within government. Right? For a long time, Republicans were law and order. Republicans were submit and obey. Republicans were oaths to fidelity and to institutions. Democrats were against that shit. Right? So for a long time, these areas were under Republican, bureaucratic control.
Right.
When Obama came in, he started changing that.
Okay.
So he started putting his people into all of those places. There's no way in hell that the Pentagon pre-Obama would have accepted DEI. There's no way in hell they would have accepted DEI.
Right.
They damn sure would not have been putting trans soldiers out and letting them go from uniform to drag.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That shit would not have happened. But you don't get that change overnight. That change has taken time. So the people that Obama put in have been promoted. Now they're in leadership. So now that's why a lot of the things we would have never thought you saw in certain institutions, you are starting to see them overpower all reason in those institutions. Right? So now all you're looking at is, again, Heritage's response to what Obama did.
Correct.
That's all it is.
See? And I figured all that shit out on my own, and you just broke it down. You just broke it down to the nitty-gritty.
It is 100% real. They have a database, and they have collected the database. They go through the database. Now, here's the thing. Anybody can submit your resume to the database.
Okay.
Right? It's just not a members only club. Everybody listening to me, anybody can submit your name to the database.
Right.
Right? The deal is they don't tell you, the average person, you, the average citizen, you, the grassroots person, they don't tell you that the list exists. So you only know that the list exists, that it's open, that it's taking people's names if you are a part of the bubble. Right? They don't broadcast it. They don't highlight it. They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you are not in their circle, if you are not on their mailing list, if you are not in their range, if you are not coveted by one of their donors, then you wouldn't know that the list exists.
All right, so let's go to a hypothetical situation. Trump wins the election, 2025 comes around, they implement Project 2025. What do we got to look out for? How is this going to make our lives more difficult? Because I saw you mention in the chat, you know, this is basically the woke right taking over, and that doesn't sound good at all.
It has less to do with the government bureaucracy as it has to do with control of the Republican Party.
Oh.
This is a first step for the establishment to regain its position and its power, right?
Oh.
So, like, if you thought, if MAGA was smart, MAGA would have its database.
Right.
Right? And I'm not to say that they don't have a database,
Right.
but I can promise you, their database is nowhere near the size and scope and information that is in Heritage's database.
I got you.
Right? It is nowhere fucking near. It's the equivalent of them having WikiLeaks and Heritage having the original copy, first edition.
Yeah.
It's that much of a difference. You know what I'm saying? So what is going to end up happening is going to be the same thing that happened last time. Trump is going to have to depend on them to meet his staffing needs. Because you can see how the campaign is running. Outside of staffing the immediate people around them, they don't have much forethought for building infrastructure or, you know, so forth.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say they don't have strategic thought patterns about what they want to accomplish, but you have to have the people to do the shit you need to accomplish. And at the same time, even if you're putting people in, the majority of the people you're putting in are not necessarily going to be in leadership positions.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be starting at the same position as the people who started under Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's going to take a period of time for them to really manifest or change anything significant. So it's not going to be, oh, these people are going to get in and it's going to change tomorrow. That's not how it fucking works. Now, as they start to, if they stay, because you remember the left now occupies the space. They're not all going to be fired.
Right.
So the ones that get put in, they're still going to have to fight with the left as far as the bureaucracy is concerned.
All in the offices and everything. Yep.
And the left is going to be leaking shit. They're going to have the media helping them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh, because you get in, the fight is fucking going to be easy.
Right.
Like, that's not even. No, you're going to get in and you're going to be fighting with people that already know the lay of the land. They know the battlefield. They're well weaponized. And they will have the support of leadership. So when shit pop off and the leaders have to come down to decide what to do, who fucking side you think they're going to take?
Right.
So it's not like, oh, you just get to walk in. It is not about that. It is about establishment power within the GOP. Because now if you have that establishment power, if you have those people in the bureaucracy, now you will be able to fulfill wishes of your donors. through the bureaucracy and not through legislation, you'll be able to work shit on the back end that allows you to build more political power, that allows you more access to the donor base, that allows you to keep some of the promises you made that got you elected in the first place. So all of this is more about trying to get the GOP to return to its pre-Trump condition.
Stop right there. We about to go to Twitter Spaces. Stop right there. Thank you for calling in, Sonny. That's a bar. Your husband didn't get mad when I called him the Bone Thugs and Harmony, did he?
No, he laughed.
Oh, all right.
And it's so funny because if you saw his hair right now, it would be even funnier to you. So.
Oh, where? You got it braided up again?
Nah, not just, Lord have mercy. All right, let's go ahead. I see.
All right,
I
ladies.
see you over the spaces.
All right. So there you go. Project 2025 is not what the left says it is. And MAGA needs to be worried about 2025. So the left is screaming that it's MAGA, and it's not even MAGA. This is about Kelson. Thank you for the $15 super.
Oh, this a real Hotep, brother.
Kelson always helping us hit our goals. Always helping us. Thank you for throwing something in the pot, man. Jabari said, Luke has been gone since November 2020. Damn. Project 2025 is about putting establishment Republicans in place and undoing Trump. According to Sonny Johnson, she nailed it. That was a bar. Wow. Course correction. Yeah. It's time to go to the Twitter Spaces. We about to go over there right now. Less than 3 minutes and counting, so I'm out of here, man. Be well, stay merry, tell somebody your family that you love, and as always, Hotep and Bill.
Welcome to the 4th annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right? We've got some great categories tonight, including athletes.
We'll say what's up to your dad.
Season's COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit. And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year Award.
From podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyways.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time. All coons looking like to me.
Some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through. No one's been shot yet.
But I'm going to say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year. Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep. Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that. Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.